We are roasting an artist today. Wait, let me check the script real quick. Who are we roasting? It says here Lalard. Wait, what? Me? Do you remember this dangerous folder from my Q&A video? My personal box of Pandora filled with the deepest and darkest pieces of art that no one should see, or basically just old bad art from many years ago. Hey, don't look at me like that. I bet you have something similar at home too. Don't be shy, let me know in the comments. I will probably regret this, but today I will open it together with you, so buckle up, we're gonna circle back and have a look at some old bad art of mine, and I'm gonna roast the shit out of it. Let's go. If you don't know me yet, I'm Laura, an artist from Germany that mainly does digital art. On YouTube, I share speed paints, tips, tutorials, art challenges, unboxing videos, video essays, or whatever art-related stuff I have fun with, basically. So if you like art content, be it to learn or for fun, maybe consider subscribing. I appreciate it a lot. Without further ado, let's head into the video. Be honest with yourself. If you do art, you had to start somewhere. Frankly speaking, there's a point where your art was simply bad, or at least not as good. I mean, there are days where I feel like I'm getting worse, but generally speaking, you know what I mean. We had to learn anatomy, perspective, composition, color theory, or hell, just even getting good line control. That all came over time and with practice. What this time gave me, though, is not only to get to where I am today, here's some proof by the way, I also still have the pieces from back then, and oh boy, it's funny to look back at them nowadays, especially if you remember you were super proud of it. I mean, what is this? Sorry, but he genuinely looks so done with life. It only takes 2 brain cells to notice that a leg should not look like this. Various people missing limbs just for the sake of practicing anatomy. Back then, I swear you would think I was some perv drawing half-naked people in the back of the classroom, or if my mom would come into my room, but I was just practicing anatomy. Believe me, please. You might think there's nothing insanely wrong with this piece, but why are her feet so small? Say hi to Kitty. And why do her eyes look like they're glued on some flat surface, like a flat wall or something? And does she have an eye twitch issue, or why is the left eye smaller? You know giraffes, right? Animal, long neck, small head, long body. Yeah, that's kind of what she reminds me of, with her really small head and way too long torso. Not only becoming smaller, but also hooves? Am I going crazy, or are the feet way too small and the torso way too long again? Sakura's forehead insecurities are nothing compared to this atrocity. And the crazy thing was also the skill difference, cause at the same time, I would also draw stuff like this, and that would actually look good, especially for the time when I was still starting, right? But then, one day later, it would look like this. I thought it was good, but it actually just looks like a minion, bro. Then shortly after, I redraw her and she looks fine. Like, make it make sense.
Water. Earth. Fire. Air. Long ago, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Just kidding, I don't know. I had a how to draw manga book which was teaching how to draw textures, materials, elements, etc. So I just smashed it all into one picture, and some fluid got onto the picture at some point, which is why her head looks blurry. Well, Laura, that actually didn't even look that bad. It can only get better now, can it? I don't even know what to comment here. I think it speaks for itself. Of course, at the time I already did good art too. That's just not the point of the video, but here's some of the stuff that I also made around the same time. Please know that learning to get better at art is just the process that goes behind it. Even if you're not happy with your art at this moment, it can only get better, and I hope this is not demotivating. If anything, I hope this video motivates you to see that, yeah, I have made bad art, I guess, in the past. It's normal, it's part of the way, and I wouldn't be that harsh with small Laura back then. It wasn't even that bad in the first place, it's just that I know that I can do better now. So if you think your pieces look similar to mine back then, no worries. I'm roasting myself just for funsies, that's the purpose of the video. I would love to show you my art from the very beginning. It was very bad, but unfortunately I can't find it. With that out of the way, let's have a look at... I was going for cute vibes, but she looks so scary, like straight out of a horror movie. Yeah, it's not even too bad, it's just that the eyes look like flat stickers on a wall again, and one is smaller than the other. You definitely see me experimenting more with dynamic poses, which is definitely better than whatever this was. But yeah, if you also struggle with that, I definitely used to struggle a lot with that, then maybe watch my video on free tips to make your art more dynamic. I have the link in the description. Oh my god, she looks so forced. She doesn't want to be here. I don't know if it's like the unerased pencil lines. It looks scary. Not gonna lie, this one has potential, but her arms are so off. It looks very stiff. Do you know this guy from Puss in Boots? Yeah, I did something similar. What is this head shape? Yeah, leave it to young Laura to paint a ringleader, crazy circus mastermind cat. Ah yeah, the artist's obsession to draw eyes everywhere. You lost your hammer? Why not use her chin? Yeah, I did bullet journaling back then. If you need a template for text ideas, you can use this one. Of the next one, I'm so embarrassed I didn't even want to include it in this video, but I think I have to. That's objectively a good eye, isn't it? Well, I thought it's too boring and I decided to add a tattoo. Of all the cool tattoo ideas, I obviously decided to go with the best one. It says, "I wanna fly?" Oh my god, what was I thinking? I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe you don't even find it that embarrassing. Well, I do. I hereby want to distance myself from young Laura. Thank you. Let's just keep going. I was experimenting with bold brush strokes, but somehow made a creep watching you shower instead. I can't be the only one who used to sketch in all of her school materials. Let me know in the comments if it was the same for you. Years later, and I never finished it. And I probably never will. Pencil's getting too boring. Let me use markers, but that's also boring, so let me fill the whole page with ugly marker stripes and just make a silhouette for the piece, so that makes it at least interesting. Remember that huge forehead? Yeah, it can't really get any worse, right? Of course. What stressful song is my girl listening to that it's gonna make her head explode? And then, my dear ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, I discovered alcohol markers, and with that I leveled up. I bought the rather cheap ones at first, and this was my first piece, and I decided to have her stand on a piece of dirt. Okay, Laura, you didn't want to paint a background, we get it, but why is there a silhouette looking like a Y2K model? And why are there green, scary arms and eyes grabbing her? It only takes 2 eyes to recognize that this mouth should not look like this on a human being. Maybe on a fish, but not on a human. So no shade on short-legged people, I have short legs myself, but what is this? What is this? I don't know why anyone in their sane mind would do it, but if I had to draw a person as a McDonald's fry, it would probably look like this. Now comes one of the best pieces today. I wanted her to be relaxing on this bench, the hair gently flowing in the wind, but it looks more like you took the most powerful Dyson air dryer and she's probably gonna lose her hair in a few minutes because it's way too strong. Yeah, the green is terrible, but that's not even what I want to point out here. It's more about the thin hands and arms. What? It reminds me of that insect that looks like a stick. I remember being super proud of this one, and it's really not that bad, but her hair looks like leaves, like they look super weird. Layered somehow. She was supposed to be underwater, in case you didn't recognize, because I just kept the background white, which is because I didn't want to waste my expensive markers on that. Yeah. Do you remember the Mii Maker in Nintendo? I loved it. I made the weirdest stuff in there. Let me know in the comments if you did too. And yeah, I found a scrapped off version of that online. So let's create a character where I make the nose extra small, the mouth extra small. I placed the mouth way too high, and then we basically got this. So she looks like a weird Mii character. Point proven, I don't think I need to explain anymore. These were all the traditional pieces that I wanted to show you today, so I hope you enjoyed. Hey, are you trying to finish this video now? Of course, what else should I? You don't actually believe you can get off this video without showing us your first bad digital art, do you? What? I don't know what you're talking about, but that's not what we discussed. Okay, here my digital art. I don't know how I could think that this leopard print in a bag was okay. Even worse is the whole color clash, because I decided to put a whole rainbow in there that doesn't fit together. I had a program back then which had a lot of preset stamps and backgrounds and patterns, which I experimented with a lot. The funniest part here is probably the tiny hand. You don't need to be an anatomy and proportions pro to know that this looks wrong. The background looks like it's drawn by a 4-year-old. The folds on the skirt don't make any sense. Why is she wearing those boots, which are warm, when obviously she's hot? It's sunny, she's wearing short sleeves. Why the boots? The colors look terrible and her hands are way too small. Also, I didn't understand the program back then, so there would be random numbers and page numbers on my painting. No, Laura, this is not how clothes work. It's not that skin tight. I have no words. I don't know what I was going with. I just think the weird hatching in the shadows has way too thick lines, which makes it way too heavy, and therefore it just looks really weird. The pose itself isn't even that bad. So I painted her and I was like, I need a background. Why not make a huge fluffy pillow to sit on? Normal, what else should you think of? And why shouldn't there also be epic smoke in the background, right? I really thought I did something here, but no. Just because all 3 words start with the same letter doesn't make them any cooler. Also, the whole piece is straight up bad. I think I was going for someone lying in water and I wanted there to be bleeding roses around where her hair should be, but it looks so bad. It looks like those Baroque wigs, honestly, just in red. I used to make small caricatures for friends and family and also of myself, just like for birthdays as a small little present. I won't blend them in here because it's just privacy, you know, it's for those people, so I'm not gonna be sharing them, but this is the one I made of myself. Honestly, I find it so funny that I had to point out that my feet are tiny. Also, I swear, this is supposed to be the shadow of the feet, which is completely wrong and out of place here. I know it doesn't even look that way. It just looks like I'm stinky. Okay, so this was actually supposed to be something deep. I don't really like it nowadays, but like back then I really thought I did something there. It's about self-acceptance, blah blah blah, and like basically she looks in the mirror in the beginning, doesn't like herself, has a photo of that. I don't even know why you would take a photo of yourself looking at yourself in the mirror, but okay, never mind. And then she basically rips the photo apart, which is basically her shutting down these thoughts. Okay, so yeah, self-acceptance, yay! But do you know how I saved these pictures? That's the actual funny part. Ugly, 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 nope. It's about self-acceptance. Smart decision. So that's it for today, this time for real. I hope you liked it. Let me know how you liked this video format. If you had a part that you enjoyed the most, if there was a piece that you found especially funny or a comment I made, whatever, then comment down below. I already explained that getting better at art is just part of the natural process. So if you are not happy with your art, it will all come with time. Please don't take it too hard. This is really just me roasting myself for fun. Now, before you guys go typing in the comments along the lines of, but this could be part of an art style, if any of this is part of your art style, that's completely fine. But I know that back then I didn't do this stuff intentionally, so I am allowed to roast myself here and say it's a mistake I made because I was trying to go for something else. Art style is a whole different topic if you want to talk about that in this context. I just wanted to make that clear at this point. Don't forget your free shoutout. You can get a free shoutout for your art by using the link in the description. Just send it in, and I occasionally feature some pieces at the end of my videos. It would just be nice if you leave a follow. Also, are you interested in a video format where I roast your art, or even where I give you genuine feedback if you want tips on what to improve in your pieces maybe? Just let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. For me personally, I think that would be fun to make. If you want to do that, you can use the same link to send in your work. Just make sure to use the boxes to indicate whether you want to get roasted or if you want genuine feedback or just a free shoutout. With that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I also go live from time to time, don't miss it, and see you soon. Bye! If you want to see if I can actually make decent art, maybe check out some of my other videos. I have speedpaints, etc. So bye!